Well, hey, good evening to you. I am at the Tonka Spring. I'm really not sure what this spring is called. I guess Tonka Spring. Look at that. I guess you get what you asked for. But anyhow, beside me here is this massive flight of stairs. And it goes all the way up that cliff. About 8 flights of stairs. Anyhow, so I came here for exercise with Benjamin here. And I'm going to pound up these stairs. Now, I'm going to be huffing and puffing. Just warning you. But I'm doing this because I'm so incredibly thankful for what God has done to me through my heart. You know, I've shared in videos before that, you know, when I had my heart procedure, I waited like a month when I found out what was wrong with me. 2 major arteries going to my heart, one 100% blocked, 185. Look how beautiful that spring is, isn't that beautiful? But anyhow, they wanted to do open heart surgery, and I was horrified of the idea. And there were some other procedures being proposed, so I had to kind of wait and see other doctors and wait for insurance approval. And, you know, it was a long time. It was a couple months. And during that time, how I felt was I felt like I had a bomb strapped around my neck that could go off anytime. Anytime. And I remember one night actually talking to my wife about, if I die, here's what I want. You know, and it actually almost put me into a state of depression. Just being honest. I'm human, and you have a bomb strapped around your neck for a couple months, makes you pretty depressed. Whew. Yeah, there's quite some stairs. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So, again, sorry for the huffing and puffing. Looks like I get a rest, get to walk straight and slightly down here for a bit. Whew. But when I woke up the next morning from my procedure, it was like 5 a.m. It was dark still, maybe 4. And I just remember being so thankful, so incredibly thankful. And things changed in that moment. I realized as I sat there thankful to God that He holds my life in His hands, that He could have taken it in a millisecond if He wanted to. He just could have taken it. But He didn't. But He showed me that He's in charge of my life, that He literally holds my life in His hands. Not figuratively, but literally. And since then, my relationship with Him has changed. When it comes to this channel, specifically, is I'm more obedient to the things He asked me to say. Because there's a lot of things that are being said that are offending a lot of people. And that's hard. You know, it's hard to sit there and go, oh, I'm going to put this content out. You know, I know it's just going to make a bunch of people super offended and upset. A couple people will understand. A few people will see the Word of God in there and be like, well, it's true though. But a large percentage are just going to be super offended. And that's hard for me, you know. I used to be a teacher, high school teacher, and I'm going to come over here. Take a break for a second. That's gracious. Became a teacher. I'm going to check out this cave down there. It's kind of cool. But anyhow, when I was a teacher, I was a high school teacher, and I desired for my students to stay involved and intrigued. Like, I can tell when I was losing them, you know? Like, you ever speak to an audience and you can tell they're starting to yawn and stuff, you know? Just talked a little too long. And I was keen on that. Like, I paid attention to it. You know, I cared about their enjoyment of the class. I cared about their love of the subject, you know? I cared about all that stuff. And when you're saying the hard things of God, it's hard to say. You know, you look at like almost every prophet, somebody, you know, lots of people hated him and somebody tried to kill him. They're all hated and hunted. Hated and hunted. And Jesus, of course, you know, it's funny too, because like I've said a few things where people are yelling blasphemy, you know, literally like all caps, exclamation points kind of thing. And I can almost see them ripping their shirts, yelling blasphemy. You know, and it just makes me smile. Like it's moments like that I think, well, you know, that's when you know you're on the right track. There's a lot of stairs here. And, you know, I get a lot of that. But I guess I want to share with you this climb here, you know, being mid-50s, having a heart procedure just a few months ago. It's all worth it, man. Take some verbal beatings, that's all right. I take it. Unsubscribe, oh no, anything but that. I take it, man. I will take it. Like, even if somebody showed up at my house to beat me up, not giving you any ideas or anything, but even if they did, wouldn't be the first time. I take it. I will take it. You know, and it's because of this ability, you know. I'm almost to the top here. And there's just no way I could have done this 5 months ago. Instead, I had a bomb strapped around my neck. You know? It's terrible. And all those stairs. Whew. So, Benjamin, let's head on down, buddy. Let's do that again. You know, it's important that, come on, buddy, that you say the things that God needs you to say. It's worth it. It's worth it. Don't get a bomb strapped around your neck so you can, you know, then learn that lesson. Just be obedient to it now. And, you know, and besides that, you know, I learned, even as a teacher and a principal especially, I had to get up and give public speeches a lot. Like at assemblies and whatnot. Parent night stuff, you know. And I learned that I can get up on a stage in front of 500 people and say, I like chocolate pie. And just turn around and walk away. And I can promise you, there's going to be a good percentage of those people that are super pissed. They're going to be angry. Like, how dare him say chocolate pie? What's wrong with apple? You know, it's just is how it is, you know. Negative comments don't bother me. It's really not that. It's that I know I'm going to offend you. That's the hard part, is I know it. You know, it's one thing to try, you know, not try, and I'm definitely not trying, but I know it's going to play out that way. You know, if God says, say this thing, I'm always like, that sounds like a really hard thing to say, God. But okay, let's just say it, you know. You're the boss, you hold my life in your hands. You allow me to take all these steps up and down this giant staircase. Thanks be to him. Thanks be to him.